Yo, what is up, guys? So today, there's an idea by me and Cameron Dunn. So first, I'm gonna introduce myself. I am Speedy Stevel with Steven Fletcher. I'm a YouTuber, rapper, and now I guess I'm a podcaster. And I run on TK, student at TK. And then yeah, that's it. Here's my boy Cam.
Yep. Hello, guys. Cameron Dunn. I'm a senior at the King's Academy. And yeah, I'm also a runner. Didn't always start out like this, Started running around freshman year. Took it up ever since, and I love the hell of it right now. So it's a great thing to do, and it helps with a lot. Yeah. So we're just basically going to go over a few things today. We're going to explain why we're doing this podcast, the effect the virus has had on us, what a typical day looks like for us, and how we stay positive. And then we'll go over some additional topics after maybe and conclude the day. So, Steven, why did you think this was a good idea to do this podcast?
Because of the virus, there's really not much to do, and we just gotta try out things and see if we like it. So I think, yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, so essentially, this is exactly what happened. The swim team at our school had the idea. We saw they did this today. They were bored, like us. Everyone's bored, essentially, right? So they decided to do a little hour podcast, and it was pretty motivating because we've always thought we might try it, but we didn't think we had the time to. But there's never a better time than now. So I feel like it would make our life a little more fulfilling. Mm-hmm. Would you agree, Steven?
Yes, I very much agree.
Yep. So what effect has the virus had on you concerning training, your social life, school, online school perhaps? Everything.
So it has affected my training a little bit. Not really, but school, yes, because it's online school, so I can't really see my friends at school, can't see my teammates now. So that's just a lot. I just can't see people. I just stay home.
Can you repeat what you said, the last few things you said? Didn't really quite get it.
Basically, it has affected me seeing people, my teammates, going to school, and having fun because there's not really much to do.
Yeah, that was very clear. No, I heard you a lot better that time. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I say the effect the virus has had on me it hasn't really stopped my training for the most part. I mean, I wasn't able to use a track the other day, but we figured that out. We got somewhere we're gonna go tomorrow. But I say it's had a big mental impact on me because of a lot of what ifs have crossed my mind. Like, what if this is my last season? So, it's tough. And as a result, I have to really think about what my priorities are. And like, because I am running in college, I'm going to have to stay positive and I'm going to have to work my butt off still. You know what I mean? And hopefully we have a chance to still run our track season. And then considering social life, I'm not allowed to leave the house outside of running and meeting some teammates and stuff. And then as for school, yeah, it's just online school. It's pretty tough. Yeah. Would you say overall the virus has been tougher than you thought it was going to be on you?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, because it's like mentally, like especially you.
On people.
Yeah, because people who don't know, Steven got injured, so it does have an effect, but it hits him hard because he hasn't raced in a long time because of his injury, and he might not have the chance to race again, so it has an effect on all of us. Yeah, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to discuss what a typical day looks like for us. We'll go from like when we wake up to when we go to bed. Steven, can you give a good description of what you do essentially during these days?
I wake up in the morning, go downstairs, get ready for the day, eat breakfast, and then I go on my laptop, get my schoolwork done, And then after that, usually it's lunchtime because school usually takes like 3 to 4 hours, and then usually go in my bed, relax before, so I don't have like a full stomach before I work out. Then I go work out, usually bike or swim, and then go to my gym in my neighborhood and do upper body and stuff like that. And then I relax for the rest of the day, and that's basically it.
So it's good to hear. So how long would you say a typical workout is for you?
Hour.
Yeah, so nice. So it's interesting because you obviously don't run for an hour every day, but because you're not running, you kind of have to make up for it by doing other stuff for an hour. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, when you consider online school, when you look at online school, the concept of it, are you a fan of it? Or what is your stance on online school with the King's Academy?
It's good. It's not like we have to voice call teachers or anything. We just have to usually watch YouTube videos of them explaining what the work's going to be like, and just get the work done. It's not like terrible, so.
Yeah, I agree. So I guess I'll go over what my typical day looks like. I'm not sure how interesting this is, but I mean, I think because why I'm saying that is because we all kind of have the same types of days. So you kind of wake up. You start with online school, is that correct?
Yes.
So like I start with my workout first. The reason being is because it's Florida, so I don't want to be running in the peak of the sun every day. So I have to. I don't wake up insanely early, around 7. Like, still gotta wake up and get the work done. Still gotta train as if there's another race, because there always will be another race. Unless we go into like a global depression, there's gonna be another race. So then I'll go into my schoolwork after maybe lunch or some recovery, and then the rest of the day is just thinking. Trying maybe read some books. I'm reading some books about running and stuff, learning a lot about politics and U.S. history, stuff that I find interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much what a typical day looks like. Steven?
Yes?
So, how would you say, what is the key to staying positive?
Just thinking about how the virus can end whenever it ends. You just think, oh, could it end today? Could it end the next day? When's it going to end? That's basically
Yeah, I feel like if you can come back and stay strong in adversity in life, you can get through a lot of stuff that won't be as hard. So this is a test, You could say God's testing you, or you could say that this is, essentially it's just a test to see. It's like running. You gotta mentally get through this barrier. We don't know how long it's gonna last, but we know it's gonna be there. And we know on the other side of this we'll be back to what we love doing. So we just gotta stay positive, and it'll stay easy, and talk through things with people, Yeah. So pretty much we got through these topics. So the other things we could talk about as a runner, what are some of your best accomplishments and like your favorite races, and what do you hope to accomplish in the future?
I accomplished in 4 years. So my first 2 years basically were JV, and then like third year kind of JV but more varsity, and then this year full varsity. So I've achieved varsity finally, and became more of a better runner through training from my coach. And my favorite races are probably now the 16 and 32. 16 is just a very fun race to do. And then 32 is kind of like mental. You just gotta keep running, make sure you're not dropping pace.
Yeah, so, Steven?
Yeah.
So I would agree with the fact I'm a huge fan of the mile. And that's why I hope I get a chance to run again, I actually came within half a second of the school record, so that's one of those things that it's not going to be important at the end of the day, so I just got to get over it now. But it would suck because I big goals ahead this season, so you'd hope we get to accomplish these goals. And So yeah, what you were saying about how you have a great coach, what about Coach Mitchell do you like the most? And how has he helped you in your mission to get to varsity?
His training is very good. He's very smart, and he's going to in the off season like coaches meetings to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to be doing and getting better workouts. He's reading books about running. He's obsessed with running, so he knows what he's doing, and his training just really helped me make varsity.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, basically, Coach Mitchell is great because like us, he's always trying to get better, and I'm sure a lot of people have these coaches, but also a lot of people don't have coaches who have aspirations are higher, who are as high as the athletes in terms of getting better and learning more. So it's a great blessing to have in our lives, and it helps us stay strong, knowing if we stick to this training, we'll be ready for whatever lies ahead of us. Yeah. So what would you say are your goals next year for cross country? In case, God forbid, I really hope this isn't the case, but it might be looking like it, that we don't have track season. What would you say as some goals, and how would you achieve these goals?
So, my goals for cross country, my coach really needs me to get to 17, and I'm going to work hard to get that. I'm going to have better diet, hydrate a ton, so I'm ready for races, and yeah, that's basically my goals.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I can't wait for don't know what the future lies ahead, but I guess for me the goals would be, because I'm going to college, would be to keep moving up and someday make NCAA nationals, which is probably, like, you could say that's out of reach, considering I'm not like a top-ranked high school recruit. But at the same time, I mean, you keep working, anything's possible. And I've shown some good improvements this year in terms of like mile time. 2 mile hasn't been there yet, so I hope I get a chance to get that down. But you know what I mean? Keep it working towards those goals, and maybe someday be in the Olympic trials for the marathon. You never know. But
if you work your butt off and you can achieve those goals, that'd be great.
Yeah. So other than running, what are your favorite things to do? I know you mentioned rapping and YouTubing, but can you go into detail on why you like doing these things?
They're very fun to do. Rapping is just like it's just fun to do. You make songs and like rap them and hope you get like views on YouTube. It's just fun to make videos and post them.
Yeah, I guess I would agree that if you're interested in this type of stuff, I think it could, if you can keep working, if you can work hard, there's always going to be a place for someone in the world with its passions of such, Yeah, so I guess for me, I'm very big into like political science, and I like reading a lot about how the world works and stuff, and history, which kind of goes with politics and all that stuff. So I know I'm not gonna be a professional runner, likely is, even if I was, where I'd like just be running. So there's other stuff you gotta do with your life, and I think running helps form mental toughness to get through these other things. I'm really excited to see where we can go with this stuff, But yeah. So essentially, if people don't know about like our team, the Kings Academy, we got a great group of guys. It's not just Steven and I. We got a great group of girls too, so we're all very close with each other, and we feed off each other, and it makes for some healthy relationships and some fast runners. So, take that with us the rest of our lives too. Building relationships will be key to success as well. Do you have anything to say about the chemistry of our team?
Well, it's a very good chemistry. I have very good chemistry with all my teammates. But two teammates of mine, girl teammates, like to make fun of me, so they try to get me mad, and I'll name them me Rodriguez and Cassie.
Yes.
me and me always usually like argue and stuff. It's weird and stuff. Cassie just likes to do what Mia does, so it's that kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very interesting seeing you guys battle back and forth. But I understand it as you guys are young. We're all young, but you like I'm a little older, so like I understand it, and it's kind of amusing to say the least. But so that'll be one of those things I'll miss. You know, those daily text messages where you guys are fighting over little things. But you guys are getting better, so it's good to see.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better with them just because of team chemistry I need to it. And my teammates and nice teammates.
Yeah. So other than and then when you go to the guys' teammates, we've achieved. I'm pretty proud to say like stuff like we won regions 2 years in a row, and I'm leaving the program in great hands with these motivated kids. So fourth at states, someday they're going to be you guys are going to be state champions someday. It's great to see. You know?
Hopefully we will. Well, I've got like 5 minutes until I gotta do something, so, well.
Yeah, so, overall, we got a lot to be grateful for as we kind of go into stuff outside this coronavirus. It's pretty good. Helps get through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is pretty much where we're at right now. We're gonna do some research, maybe come up with some good articles to let you listeners know what's on our minds. This was very improv, meaning we just thought about this an hour or two ago, so we didn't have too much stuff to say today. But overall, it's a pretty good day.
Just came up with it.
Yeah, but I think we made a lot of progress.
In the future, we'll have special guests on this podcast, so...
Oh, yeah.
We'll come up with a name for the podcast and stuff.
Yeah, we might come up with some good names. Or you guys can comment on these names down below, but we're going to have some good guests. So, Steven, before we head off, can you explain to us this new diss track that is coming out on the man they call Tristan Moss?
Oh, it is a very interesting harsh district on this man who has done many interesting things in his life. It just need to be done. His 2 teammates, Ian and Damien, wanted me to do this track, and I was like, yo, not in the beginning, because I knew he was going to fight me and stuff, and I was like, I'm just going to do it, so I did it, and it should come out in a few days.
Yeah, so can you explain who Ian and Damien are and their relation? Because they're not teammates, yet they're kind of like teammates, They're we're very close to them, and
yes.
Yeah, can you explain who they are, essentially, and how they helped you create this track?
Well, they are 2 of a rival teams, but we're friends with them. Actually from St. Andrews. So, any of you St. Andrews people,
Yeah, so...
They're good runners.
Yeah, they're good runners. They're good runners. They're pretty good abilities, but, most of all, they're good people, and that kind of goes with the whole running community in the sense that it's one of those sports where you could be rivals with someone and then you want to kill them, absolutely destroy them on the course or track, but then outside of that, you guys try to make each other better, and I feel like we've been able to develop a relationship with them, and that's how life works. Again, it's very interesting. And another thing, basically, reason St. Andrews is our rivals are because they beat us by 1 freaking point at districts in cross country. It was brutal, to say the least. We were on a good roll. We moved up to 2A, and they beat us. We're not very happy about it, so we worked our butts off.
We beat them at regions.
Yeah, we beat them by regions by a good deal. If they're listening to this, yeah, suck it, guys. I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, it helped. They helped us so much. So they helped make us better, and that's this kind of one of the premises behind why you do sport is to beat other people. It's not all about the times, So it's very interesting. Yeah. So Yeah, that was good. We got to talk about his diss track, Steven's diss track on this man they call Tristan. He is quite the fella, and yeah, I mean Steven is not afraid to let out diss tracks. Let's say that he's written a many amount on the girls on our team when they have wronged him, and man, he's flamed them to tears, right, Steven?
I did, and well, I think I gotta go in a few seconds, so
Yeah, we all gotta go. I mean, anyway. We made good progress on this, so we'll tomorrow we'll be ready. We'll have more stuff to talk about, and maybe we'll have a guest or so. Anyway, see you guys.
Yep.
Good job.
see you guys.